welcome to today's video. This is Tropical Storm Darby. It's very, very near landfall in Hawaii. I know I didn't. And Darby, and I'll talk about Hawaii in a bit, so I'll show you radar. So, Darby has done a pretty good job maintaining its own. Aircraft hurricane hunters, however, have been suggesting that the system has weakened markedly and the center has become exposed. And at least, actually, it's not exposed in this frame. There appears to be some sort of convection that's currently parked just offshore the Hawaiian Islands. Overall, it looks relatively messy. If you need to say it looks messy or not, I'd say the system looks messy. It's probably the messiest of the three Eastern Pacific tropical cyclones active at this present time. I mean, you can see kind of that sheared outflow pattern. And then you can take a look right around here. You can see here's a a moderately well-defined center that the aircraft hurricanes have been trying to find to investigate. Earlier they were finding some 50 to 55 knot flight level winds, which corresponds to about 45 knots on the surface. But since then, the flight level winds have decreased. So I actually think the CPC lowering the winds to 40 knots was a decent call. I mean, the system appears to be nearing landfall. I mean, if you can take a look at the radar imagery. Oh, there you go. Here's a look at the radar imagery. You can see. Wait, what? What the fuck? Excuse me. My camera is not sturdy. Anyway, here. Here's a look at the radar imagery. You can see the center appears to be right around here. It's where it's been about almost. It's starting moving west, but it's recently gained longitude. It seems to be avoiding Manukia and the Big Island and this convection is not interacting with the Big Island of Hawaii as much as you typically expect, largely because this place is south. This system may survive as an identifiable feature. This system will keep going at its current rate. I've actually been pretty impressed with how this LLC has survived Hawaii so far. It's located, and if it continues on its present track, but what's in store? I mean, if the system continues on its present track, the system will probably continue a northwesterly motion. Now, but would result in some very heavy rains across the Hawaiian Islands. And currently, even you're already seeing some of the Maui and Oahu getting sprinkled with showers. And there can be some very heavy rains in the Big Island of Hawaii, and eventually this LOC. You typically will see a bit of a blow up, at least at the upper levels, in terms of convection near Hawaii. And I'm not sure if that'll make a difference on the radar presentation or not in terms of rainfall potential. But regardless, heavy rains are likely as the system kind of lags behind the low-level sun. It's starting to move at around 285 to 290 degrees now, finally making it a long way to turn, and probably move through the island chain, probably into tomorrow, and before tapering off and weakening into a tropical depression on Monday. I mean, the aircraft continue to circle around and will be providing some information for the next several hours, and then tonight the mission will be done, and they'll probably have to call off the 16 missions. I think the system will be inland by then. Who knows, maybe they'll try and sample. I mean, yeah, I think they'll probably call off the 16 mission and basically resume aircraft hurricane hunter fixes at 18Z, probably tomorrow if I had to guess. But regardless, the primary threat of the system is likely to be heavy rain, likely about up to 10-20 inches of rain across localized mountainous areas. Also, given the fact that there's been some of the hurricane aircraft been suggesting some higher winds, since the system has actually probably become a bit better vertically stacked than what the Hurricane Hunter aircraft was showing yesterday, I do think there's probably some a bit 45-50 knot flight level winds. And since Hawaii has a lot of mountains, I think that could correlate to about 45 to 50 knot winds across the Big Island of Hawaii, which does not exactly have the greatest structures. But regardless, I still think the main threat is heavy rain. This will not be probably the system that Hurricane Zell was, but I don't think the system will be what tropical be more damaging. I do think the system will be more damaging than tropical storm Velocity in 2013. This is basically the third system in 4 years to basically hit the Hawaiian Islands. Then eventually, Darby will probably continue off and eventually get torn apart by wind shear, probably by Monday or so. Right now, there's tropical storm warnings up for Maui County, Oahu County, and the Big Island of Hawaii, and then for the other island, and then here for this island there's a tropical storm watch. Anyhow, before I wrap this up, let me talk about Tropical Storm Frank, which is passing a little bit north of Coral Island now. As a strong tropical storm, winds of about 55 knots. Not really going to intensify as much as I thought it would, just because of the fact that it's modeling strong and normal shear. This is kind of another kind of busted tropical system that I don't think will go very far. Georgette, we'll see. It has a pretty decent structure now. The shear has subsided again. And this system can get an eye and a little bit of a CDO going. We could see some intensification tomorrow before it enters cool waters. The system's already making a northerly track, probably moving much more further north than I thought it would. Anyhow, winds of the system are actually at 60 knots. If I said 55, I was talking about Frank. And the latest T numbers from SAB was at T3.5 and TAFB's at T4.0, and that's what justified the energy going 60 knots. And I do think Georgia has about 24 to 36 hours to intensify before moving over cool waters. Anyhow, that's it for today. Hope you got. I do think Georgia will definitely become a hurricane. We'll see if it can rapidly intensify or not. I wouldn't count on it. Anyhow, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.